You're not gonna believe what I'm putting on pizza today. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. We're gonna make some pizza. Now, I don't really want to heat up the oven because it's hot. I'm using my friend naan. I always want to say naan bread, but I've been corrected a gazillion times. It's not naan bread because that's like saying bread. So we're gonna make naan pizzas, and we're gonna make a very special, or we're gonna put a very special ingredient on them today. It's an ingredient that a lot of people love. It's either you love it or you hate it. Here we go. Okay, before I tell you what that ingredient is, we need to make the sauce that's gonna go on our pizzas. So, for this sauce, we need some sour cream, and I will leave the directions for all of this below in the description box. And we're gonna do about half as much mayo as sour cream. So I did not quite a half a cup of sour cream. I'm gonna do just 1 heaping tablespoon of the mayo. We need some dried dill. So I'm gonna do not quite a teaspoon. We need a little garlic, baby. So let's add some garlic powder. All right, so let's add some salt and pepper. And now we need one other thing to kind of thin it out a little bit, and that is just a little bit of pickle juice. I've got about 3/4 of a teaspoon going in. We'll just kind of see how that does. So let's mix all of that together. Now, I may have just given away what we're putting on the pizza, but if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, you will soon. Okay, that looks perfect. Let's smell it. Ooh, ooh, okay, gotta taste it. Okay, I like that. Let's set that to the side. Now, before we add this to our naan pizzas, I'm going to kind of pre-toast the naan so it crisps up just a little bit before we put our toppings on. So 2 will fit on each one. There we go. I'm gonna put these in the air fryer. So I'm doing these in the air fryer just because it makes it easier and it doesn't heat up my kitchen. Put these in the air fryer at 370 for just like 2 minutes. While that's in the air fryer, let's chat about pizza toppings. Let's sound off in the comments. Do you like anchovies on your pizza? You'll have to let me know. And then, does pineapple belong on pizza in your opinion? In my opinion, it does. Absolutely. Canadian bacon and pineapple, a Hawaiian pizza? Yes. What are your favorite pizza toppings? What are pizza toppings that you will not touch that pizza if that topping is on there? I want to know down in the comments. And we'll see, is this one of those toppings? Okay, so these just came out of the air fryer. They're nice and toasted a little bit. Now we're gonna take our sauce and put it on each one, and on the cutting board apparently. Always a mess. I made the perfect amount of sauce. Go me. So let's spread that out. They look like giant sugar cookies with icing on top. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, that sauce is good. Going directly on top of the sauce. So we're gonna do 2 layers of the topping. We are having pickle pizza. You know what? I feel like these pickles are a little wet because they're coming just out of the jar, obviously. I'm gonna set them on a paper towel first and let it kind of soak up the juices before I transfer it over because I don't want it to be too watery, you know? So let's do that. I'm gonna finish this. I'll be right back. Okay, now on top of our pickles, we're gonna go in with mozzarella cheese. I like the creamy melt just because it melts a whole lot better than regular mozzarella. We're gonna cover this, plenty of cheese. I'm not gonna make a mess, but you know, we know how that goes. All right, so I'm gonna cover all of these with cheese. I'll be right back. Now they all have the mozzarella on it. If I had fresh Parmesan, I would grate some fresh Parmesan, but I don't. So we're gonna go with the next best thing and add just a little bit of Parmesan on top as well. And then a few more pickles on top because why not? That is it. So I'm gonna put these in the air fryer at 370 for about 5 minutes and we'll check on them and see. That should be good. We're going to prep a couple other things for the topping. I'll show you that here in a second. So while that is going in the air fryer, I've got some fresh dill here. I'm not gonna chop it up because I want the look of the leaves kind of intact, but I'm just gonna pull some of this off. We're gonna just sprinkle the tops of our pizza with some fresh dill. And then I'm also gonna grab some ranch. You could definitely make your own ranch, but we're gonna drizzle ranch on top too, just for a little extra flavor, and it'll look pretty too. It smells amazing. I'm using the garlic naan. It makes a difference. I'm gonna go grab my ranch, and we only have a minute and a half. It's gonna be time to eat. Our pizzas are done. They look and smell amazing. So let's put some final touches of the dill on top. I didn't do a great job of separating some of that out. Apparently this whole pickle pizza thing is kind of trendy right now, kind of a hot topic. So I just thought I would get in on it and have an educated opinion, meaning we had to try it. You don't knock it till you try it, right? All right, let me put these on a plate, and then we will put some ranch on top. I decided against a plate. I'm just gonna put them here because it'll be easier to see it here against that cutting board anyway. Add a little more dill to this one. I knew I was gonna do that. It's hard to get this to squirt out like you want it to. So here we are. I'm not gonna use the squeezy part of the bottle. I'm gonna take the lid off and just pour it lightly, because otherwise it's gonna come out like that all over all of them. I wonder if I can get it to do right. This may not work. Nope, I don't think it's gonna work. You know, you see it in your mind, but it just doesn't work in application. So there's that. I wonder if, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna thin out the ranch just a tad in a bowl. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water. I've got a spoon. I may have added too much water, but here we are. Yes, and now I can pour it like this. This is my guinea pig one, and it ain't going so hot. Y'all, that's a hot mess. Forget it. This is real life right here. It worked in my head. It does not work in application. Ignore that one. Ain't these cute? Steven has no idea what I made for dinner. He's about to come in here and partake.
Wow.
It's called Pickle Pizza.
I love it.
I tried to drizzle ranch on top.
Uh-huh.
That did not happen. So,
Not happening.
nope. We're just going to forget that.
Are we?
And we're just going to act like it's not there. If you want to dip it in ranch, you got some here. But it won't drizzle like it's supposed to.
It won't drizzle?
Uh-uh.
Maybe I could just dot it on there a little bit.
Well, it's right there if you want to do that one.
Okay, I'll do that one then. You did good.
I tried.
I know you did. I'm hungry.
I am. I know you are.
Hungry.
This daggone thing.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Pink. That's good.
Man, there's a party in my mouth right now.
Wow, was right.
Wow. Oh, you got dill in here too? I love it. Is that cheese? What is that?
Mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella cheese.
The sauce that's on it is sour cream, mayo, dill, garlic.
Man, you're talking about some flavors. But the pickles with this is amazing.
Pickle pizza sounds weird.
It does, but that is amazing. That is really good. We got enough too.
The dill flavor is wonderful, and the garlicky
Because
bread.
it cuts through all that, you know, the richness of the sauce that you got on there, or the cream and all that.
But it
and
doesn't
cheese.
come off too tart.
No.
Because you know how dill pickle can be kind of like
the
like a
perfect thing.
stark, the vinegary. No, it's so perfect.
Good, good.
Hey, would you try dill pickle pizza? I mean, if you were here, you could take a bite. Maybe. I don't know. He might fight you over it.
This is just the thing I needed after that workout I had today.
It's a massive workout today, so
That is so good, babe.
it really is. I wouldn't mind making this again.
Maybe some olives on there too.
I mean, you could definitely throw anything on there. I was just trying to see. But next time, yeah, I would add more to it. I thought we would have a little bit of fun since this was a very quick video. And I went back through my comments on the latest video that I posted, which just so happened to be the canned chicken video. I know when you're seeing this, I've already done an air fryer video too, but I'm filming this before that one goes live. So the most recent comment section was of my canned chicken video, this one right here. And I'm going to answer some questions that are in there because why not? I've got 4 different questions that I saw that I thought I would answer. So this one comes from, I don't know, you'll see it here on the screen. I don't know your name, but it says, Mandy, what brand of cookware do you use? I have been using Caraway cookware for 2.5, almost 3 years now. Love it so much. And it's still holding up really well. So that's the cookware that you see me using. Okay, Sandy asked me, does rinsing it work? She's talking about how I mentioned in that video with canned chicken, if you drain it and rinse it, it helps cut down on some of that sodium because the way it's packaged, canned chicken is packaged, it has a lot of salt content in it. She said, I only used canned chicken once and never used it again because the salt made it not taste like chicken. I agree. I think almost every single time that I use it, I rinse it because of that reason. It's so much sodium. You can buy lower sodium canned chicken, so be on the lookout for that as well. But drain it, rinse it, and then it's fine. Okay, I don't know your name, but your screen name is Flower Girl. It says, why is the cabinet door open? Why is the cabinet door open? I'm watching and saying, shut the door, LOL. So a lot of times when Steven and I are standing here, I'm standing right here, he's standing here, and he's fighting with this cabinet door. And the reason why is if we didn't have it open, this is what you would see. I have you on a small tripod inside of the cabinet, which is not ideal. I should just put you on the tall tripod and put you over there and do it over this way. That way he's not fighting with the cabinet. So maybe we should change that. But old habits die hard, so that's why the cabinet door is open, because if it wasn't, it would be a little awkward. This is fine, right? But he would be over here and he would be cut off. So my personal favorite question came from Paula. It says, Steven has lost a lot of weight. Are you still feeding him? No. He comes in here to eat and I kind of smack his hand and tell him to go away. I'm totally kidding. If you missed that video, I'll link it up top. This is what the thumbnail looks like, but we go over his weight loss. He has been actively working on his weight loss for over a year now. When we filmed the video, it was like 11 months, but it's been over a year now, and he's lost, I think, around 57 pounds. He has been working very hard, very, very hard, and he's changed his eating habits. He still eats what I make, but I make less of it. He eats less of it, and his other meals have changed, and he's not snacking like he used to, and he's working out like a beast. So he's fine, Paula. I am feeding him, I promise. Okay, there you go. If you have other questions that maybe you want me to answer in another video, if you liked this little segment. Now, we used to read comments and Steven would do the commentator, and it wouldn't necessarily be a question, it would just be a comment. And we want to bring that back as well. But if you have certain questions that maybe you would like for me to answer on camera, you can always comment below, and maybe I'll be choosing your question next time, and or maybe Steven will be here with me next time to do it. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for us today. Pickle pizza. It's good. And unless you absolutely hate pickles, you should try it. I think this goes without saying, but don't get the sweet pickles. This is not the sweet pickles kind of thing. This is dill pickles. Do you like sweet pickles? I do not. I do not like sweet pickles at all. Nothing will make me madder than if I'm at a restaurant and I think it's a dill pickle and I pick it up and I put it in my mouth and it's a sweet pickle. I will spit it out so fast. So use dill pickles on this one. I think that was pretty obvious with all the dill that I was adding in there, but I just wanted to state that. Thank y'all for watching. We will see you next time. Bye, y'all.